Have you ever felt like you're drowning in debt? No matter what you do, you can't get your way out? Trust me, I've been there. A few years ago, it was over $18,000 in credit card and car payments. And no matter what I did, it felt like I was just paying the interest and my balance was never moving. But I found a way out, and in today's video, I'm gonna show you exactly the step-by-step process I used to get out of debt and to stop feeling stressed and to take control of my finances. If you're ready to break free of that debt, make sure you stay to the end for all 7 steps. Hi, I'm Bart Mazur with Finance in the Forest, and for over a decade, I've been helping everyday people just like you take control of their finances. No complicated jargon, no judgment, just simple tools that actually work. And in today's video, I'm gonna show you how I paid off $18,000 in credit card debt, the step-by-step process which I used to do that, so that way you can get on your debt-free journey and finally start taking control of your finances. Let's get into it. Step number 1, get clarity on your debt. Now, before you can fix any problem, you have to understand it. So start by writing down all your debts. Write down the total balance, the interest rate, and the minimum monthly payment. If you don't know these numbers, take a look at your statement or log into your account, because seeing the real picture allows you to know what you're actually working with. Next, add up all the minimum payments. This is the total number you need each month in order to maintain that debt. Now add up all the balances. It may be scary, I know, but knowing where you're at is the first step to turning everything around. Step 2 is find your money bleeds. Where is your money really going every month? Take a look at your last few bank and credit card statements and evaluate where you're spending. Things like eating out every week, the $7 Starbucks lattes, or all those subscriptions that you forgot that you were paying for. I'll be honest, when I did this, I realized I was spending over $50 a month just on coffee, and that's like $600 a year that I could have been putting into my debt. Now, I'm not attacking your coffee because sometimes we need it, but if you can cut back in just one of these areas, then you'll actually be able to apply some of that toward your debt. Step 3, compare your income versus your expenses. Next, write down all of your expenses. Compare the two and see if there's more money coming in than there is going out. If you have extra money left over, that's great. We can put that toward your plan. And if you're spending more than you make, it's time to make some adjustments. That might mean cutting back on expenses or finding extra ways to bring in more income. When I was going through my debt freedom process, what I did was I picked up a job at UPS, part-time, working 4 a.m. to 9 a.m. Was it fun? No, nobody likes getting up early in the morning, but it helped me pay off my debt much faster and was definitely worth it. Step 4, build a cash reserve of at least 1 month of expenses. Before you aggressively start paying off any extra toward debt, it's super important to build up a cash reserve. This does 2 things. 1, it builds your confidence. Seeing money in your bank account grow makes you feel more in control and empowered to keep going. The second thing is rewiring your subconscious mind. As you see your savings start to grow, it signals to your brain that you're coming from a place of abundance instead of a place of lack and stress. This may seem counterproductive, but it's actually the most important step. Until you have money saved, do not pay extra payments on your debt. The reason being is if you don't have a financial cushion, you'll start adding more and more to that debt. Also, on a subconscious level, it allows you to move forward with abundance thinking and you feel good about yourself. Once you have the cushion in place, then we'll start aggressively paying off that debt. Step 5 is to choose your debt payoff strategy. Now that you have a clear picture of your finances, now is the time to start paying off that debt. Number 1 is a debt snowball method, and this one's the best for motivation. So what you're gonna do here is you're going to list in order your debts from smallest balance to largest. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna pay a little bit extra on the smallest balance one and the minimums on everything else. Once you've paid off that smallest balance, you're gonna take that money that you were paying on that and roll it to the next smallest balance. And then you're gonna keep that process until they're all gone. This method gives you quick wins early and helps you to stay motivated. Number 2 is the debt avalanche. Now this saves you the most money. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna list your debts from highest interest rate to smallest interest rate. You're gonna pay the extra toward the highest interest rate one and the minimums on everything else. Then once that highest interest rate's paid off, you're gonna move all that money to the next one. Once that's paid off, you continue the process. This method will save you the most interest over time. You can also do a hybrid of both. You start with the debt snowball to free up a little bit of cash, and then you can switch to the avalanche and pay on those higher interest rates. Step 6, stay consistent, but you don't have to be perfect. Let's get real. Life happens, and when it does, you may not be able to pay extra toward your debt that month. Don't beat yourself up, just to pay extra the next month and stay consistent on those goals. The key is to keep going. If you slip up, no big deal. Just get back on track next month. Progress is way better than perfection. Step 7, increase your income. Cutting expenses can only take you so far. Sometimes you just have to make more. So try things like maybe delivering a pizza on the weekend, driving Uber, freelance online, sell some stuff that you have kicking around the house that you're not using anymore, or start a side hustle. You never know. Your side hustle may turn into something big. Some of the best businesses in the world started from small side gigs. Quick recap. So let's go over the steps one more time. Number 1, list your debts so you know where you stand. Number 2, find your money bleeds. Cut any unnecessary expense. Number 3, compare your income versus expenses. See how much more money you can put toward your debt. Number 4, build a cash reserve of at least 1 month expenses. Make only minimum payments until you have that reserve. Number 5, pick a debt payoff strategy. The Snowball is for motivation and those quick wins. The Avalanche is the best for saving the most on interest. Number 6, stay consistent. Don't beat yourself up if you miss, just get back on track next month. And number 7, increase your income. This will help you speed up the process. Listen, getting out of debt isn't easy, but it's absolutely possible. You don't have to live paycheck to paycheck forever. Take one step at a time, and before you know it, you'll be well on your way to financial success. And if this video helped you, make sure you hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And if you're really serious about your finances, subscribe for more on future videos that'll help you build your wealth. Got questions? Drop them in the comments below. I'd love to help.